Hello everyone. It's time for another little video update about what's going on at the church. First of all, I just want to say thank you from the elders. Thank you for the encouraging words from many of you about our desire to exercise wisdom and care as we make decisions about all that's going on and about what our church is going to do during this pandemic epoch of world history. And also, thank you for the encouraging words about our desire to obey Scripture and to genuinely apply the Scriptures that do apply. And I do emphasize those words there, genuinely and do, as we look at Scripture for direction. But I also just wanted to assure you that our commitment to you as elders has not changed when it comes to our ecclesiology, what we believe Scripture says about the church and what our priorities ought to be and what our mission is and so forth. And we will always be committed to those biblical truths. And of course, on the practical side, we'll always be committed to trying to make wise decisions related to the safety and concern and care of our people. But anyway, I just wanted to say that with all that in mind, we do want to encourage you to begin attending the worship services on Sunday and to regularly attend these services as regularly as you can, I guess I should say. As you know, we have opened up the attendance guidelines. We've changed those. We still have sign-ups just so we can tell if the two services will be evenly distributed, but we are not making assignments based upon care groups or encouraging you to just go every week or anything like that. You can now attend every week if the overall restrictions are being met. So there still is an overall number limit, and we'll continue to evaluate that as well. But I will tell you that the last 2 weeks, we have not even come close to those limits. So there's plenty of room, especially now that the fireside room is open for those who want to sit up there and view the services from there, back like in the old days when we used to have to use the fireside room for overflow before we went to two services. We do have plenty of room on Sundays. The last 2 Sundays, that fireside room has been open, and we have had no one sitting up there. So that will give you an idea that you can attend regularly. Obviously, there are many still choosing to stay home and join into the service via the live stream over health concerns or concerns over child care or whatever, and that is fine. We still say that if you are, I think what we've been saying is 70 years of age or older, or if you have health concerns of any kind, then you should think about that, evaluate that, and consider staying home. But otherwise, be careful is one thing I'm really saying today. Be careful about falling into a rut where it's just convenient to stay home. That's a danger for any of us. It's just easy to get into the habit of just staying home. So don't let that kind of thinking slip in. As was true even before COVID came along, if some of the family can't come for some reason, that doesn't mean that others in the family can't attend. So a word to the fathers, certainly, if you've got young children at home and that's a complicating issue for you about attending, well, then at the very least, watch the children on some Sundays so your wife can attend. If you are a mother, then some of those Sundays you need to be encouraging your husband to attend anyway, even if you can't. I should add this thought as well. Don't let the mandate over wearing a mask keep you from coming. That is not a biblical issue, and it's really not even a constitutional issue, though some are promoting the myth that it is. Don't worry about that. As I said before, our ecclesiology and our commitment to Scripture has not changed. If the government ever crosses a line in any way that's clear-cut, we as elders will know that and we'll deal with that. But for now, we would say it's a small sacrifice to make in order to gather together. We've been enjoying these Sundays that we can get together. So for now, yes, we're submitting to the government mandate, and we've been doing that for a couple of weeks, and it's been evident to us that wearing a mask has not inhibited our singing. We have joked about that actually, that for some, maybe it's improving your singing, but that aside, it hasn't inhibited our worship in any way. In any case, I just want to encourage you to regularly attend one of the services, if at all possible and if at all reasonable for you and your family. It has been a total joy to get together, even with the masks on. And we'll keep our eyes and ears open as elders about that mandate as well. If the government adjusts that in any way, we'll adjust as well. As always, continue to pray for the elders during these times as we make our decisions. Continue to pray for one another and for the church. And one final thing, I'm going to pass this on to you. Our elders are going to host a Q&A, question and answer time, about all that's going on, including our decisions and why we make the decisions we do, and how Scripture applies and does not apply to these things, and what our viewpoints ought to be and what our thinking ought to be as Christians. And so you'll get more information about that soon. You'll be asked to submit questions ahead of time, and then we're going to figure out what's the best way to answer those. We haven't landed on all that just yet, but we'll figure out whether to do that in some sort of adjusted family meeting here at the church or via live stream or some other way. But we'll get more information to you soon about that. But until then, I hope to see you on Sunday.